forward to the podium, which is right across the street from me on the other side of the announcing stage. You guys have been riding around, you've been warming, you know it's hot out here. Make sure to stay hydrated. Make sure to take it easy the first couple laps. You want to be able to get through day number one in one piece. 2 great days of racing still to come as we get ready to move towards our other days, tomorrow being our Tulsa Arts District. And of course the third day, Crybaby Hill, one of the most famous criteriums in the entire United States. Riders are coming up right now, 4:26:30. In just a little bit, we're going to be 3 minutes out to our start. Riders, since you're the first race, we are going to reduce your free laps down to 4. So you're going to be able to stay in there. Free laps will be over at 4 laps to go. That means you need to be out before it reads 4 laps to go. So keep that in mind. It's giving you 3 extra laps to save yourself a little bit of trouble. Riders, if you happen to be out of contention, you will be removed from the race, so keep that in mind. You must listen to the official's instructions or risk disqualification not only for today but for the future days of this event. Steve with the cowboy hat, he's going to be the man taking charge of that. He'll be poking out. Where's your little red beacon, Steve? So if you're out of contention, you'll be seeing that. So please keep your eyes open for that. In the meantime, 3 minutes. Temperatures right now, 93 degrees. And it's going to take a few hours until we get down to lower temperatures. That'll be this evening. Right now, 93-degree day. Day number 1 of St. Francis Tulsa Tough. 40 minutes of racing for our riders on the line. Probably the largest Category 3 field we have seen this year so far. Looking through my list right here, trying to be able to see if there's any juniors in this race. Great thing about the juniors, no longer a junior gear limit. Saw Nicholas Haydard, a young 17-year-old, one of the riders standing out on my list. And once the race gets going, we're going to look through that a little bit more, try to be able to pinpoint a few more of those juniors. Category 3 race, if you're looking at 2022, that was won by Preston I. Second place was Jason Lopez. Third place by Mike Morales in our Category 3 race last year. 2021, the Category 3 race was won by Dempsey Cifuenta. Ande Zetke was second, and Seth Lasley was third. And if you want to go way back to 2019, it was Luke Furlerham and then Tim Smith and Ed Pike. Most of these riders are no longer a Cat 3. They've all moved up, and that's what these guys are trying to do. Score some valuable points, and it doesn't get any more valuable than putting your name on the victory list of Tulsa Tough, one of the most prestigious races in the United States. Gentlemen, we're counting down. Right now, it's time to clip in, buckle up, and strap on those helmets. We are getting down to the final moments for St. Francis Tulsa Tough, kicking off day number 1 of the McNeely's Group Blue Dome Criterium. Coming up right now, we are moments away in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, Cat 3s. Have a great ride, have a safe ride. 117 riders tackling this 1.1 kilometer long course, 8 corners as we are underway. riders right now on the back stretch, getting ready to be able to come around and complete lap number 1. Welcome Tulsa as we kick off our Blue Dome Criterium. Welcome everyone. Going to have a great night as our first race is underway. In the meantime, you can see where our podium is. You're welcome to go hop up on top of those steps. Picture time, always available. The St. Francis Tulsa Tough banner right across from our announcing stage. A little bit longer course than in our previous years. A 1-block extension makes the course going from 1.1 kilometers long to 1.8 kilometers long. Still an 8-corner course. As you can see the riders right now coming around our final turn. The 8th corner. A little bit longer course means a little bit longer lap time as they get ready to come through, and they're going to see 1 minute and 49. So that's a 1 minute 50 lap time. And look at them strung out. They are not waiting around from anybody. If you're in the back, that is going to be a long ways trying to be able to move up to try to get back up to the front. Race is underway, obviously. 1 minute and 50 seconds for our lap number 1. Going up the road, that's Juan Acosta, the 35-year-old coming out of Texas. One rider up the road with about a 6-second gap as Acosta has decided to be able to break away immediately. A lot of racing still to go. Remember, it's a 40-minute race. We're only 4 minutes into this race. Looking through my list once again, I only spot one junior that's actually in our Cat 3. It's a very large field, 117 riders on the start line. They all are still together and in contact, battling this heat, battling the 8 corners and the 1.8 kilometer long circuit. Tough conditions for any of the races that our Cat 3s are our first race to be able to kick off our St. Francis Tulsa Tough weekend. A little bit later on, we're going to have our official drone cam and athlete tracker brought to you by Hilmerick and Payne. A big thank you to McElroy Manufacturing as well. Quick Trip, providing our Quick Trip shuttle, and of course, St. Francis Health System. $50 preem on the lap, preem on the lap, preem on the lap, $50 cash, $50 cash, preem on the lap, $50 cash, preem on the lap. So we ring the bell, $50 cash to the winner on the lap. When we ring the bell, that signifies to the peloton or to the group that there is a prize available for the first person to cross the line. And so picking up $50, this is going to go... That's going to go to our $50 winner, and that is going to be Samuel Manzanares. He races for the Night Owls racing team. He also has a bit of a lead of about a 6-second lead, also out of Texas. So Manzanares, the number 500, picking up our first $50 preem. So far in this race, we've had two riders try to be able to get in a breakaway, both of them from Texas. Juan Acosta was the first one. And here's this one. 15 laps to go. Lap cards are up as Manzanares trying to be able to break away. That's the biggest lead we've seen so far. He goes around turn number 1, and they are not even up to our start-finish line. That time gap gradually increasing as Manzanares, 10 seconds riders, one rider up the road. 15 laps to go. Lap cards are up. Lap cards are up. 15 laps to go. One rider with a 10-second lead. So Manzanares with Night Owls Racing, also out of Texas. The 30-year-old decided to be able to strike out and go it alone. Picked up that preem for $50 and decided to be able to keep going. A little bit of an incident right there going around turn number 1. Luckily, the riders are close to the pit. They'll be able to go straight to the pit. That pit is right around turn number 1 where the black tent is. Yep, go the other way. You'll be able to make your way in, be able to get a free lap. Free laps allow the riders to be able to sit out one lap. If you happen to have a crash or a flat tire, you're able to go into the pit, sit out one lap, and then rejoin the race once they come back around and continue to be able to race to try to be able to win the event. Free laps will end again with 4 laps to go. So if you have an incident in the final 4 laps, you're not able to take advantage of that. Come on, Tulsa, put your hands together. This gentleman's going alone. Cheer him on. 14 laps to go. He's looking very comfortable right now. Look at that, turning that gear over. That's something to keep an eye on. Pedaling at about 90 RPMs. If that starts to slow down, you'll see the shrugging of the shoulders, a lot of bopping up and down. And he's actually gained a time. He's gone around turn number 1. These gentlemen just coming around that final turn. Gentlemen, time gap's gone up. 25 seconds to your leader. 25 seconds to your leader. If I'm not mistaken, that was Eddie Leo from United Cycling on the front. So I stand corrected. On the front of that group, leading the chase, that was William Derrick. Another rider out of Texas, the 27-year-old William Derrick riding on the front. Gentlemen, you're all done. Thanks for coming out. Hot conditions, fast conditions. Hopefully you had a great time out there, and we'll continue with the racing tomorrow. That rider, your leader right behind you, so be careful. Here comes our leader with 13 laps to go. Look at that. He's gone around turn number 1, and they're just coming around the final turn. That is your time gauge. That's how you can tell if he's gaining time or losing time. But we are getting ready to ring the bell. Field Preem, $100 Field Preem from Bicycles of Tulsa. $100 cash Field Preem for this group right here. Field Preem for this group, $100. Time gap 30 seconds to your leader. Race leader with 12 laps to go. He's been getting better and better at the Driveway series that is held in Texas. That's a weekly training ride that they do down there. First starting off with the 15th and 20th, but in the last couple of weeks, here's your field. That's your $100 winner right there, 438 coming through. He was chasing before, so that's William Derrick picking up that $100. Time gap in 1 lap, cut in half, gone from 25 seconds down to 10 seconds. But I was talking about our leader, Manzanares, getting onto the podium recently at the Driveway Series in Texas, and that pace was wicked high last lap. A big thank you to Don Thornton Automotive Group, the official pace car from Don Thornton Automotive Group. Here's your leader, 11 laps to go. Look at that. They closed it down and he's opened it back up. It was 25 seconds down to 10, but that last lap, after they paused after that preem, he has gone right back up to 15 seconds. Riders 11 laps to go, 11 to go. New rider coming through, riding on the front. That is going to be Adolfo Cordova from Pinnacle Velo out of Arkansas. A little bit of a mishap, perhaps, backwards on the course. Remember, riders, you have 3 laps until 4 laps to go. If you get caught up in a crash, if you get hindered by a crash, you're allowed to go into the pit. As a Category 3 rider, many of them don't know all the rules, exactly how it works. They are a little bit more inexperienced. They're riders that are relatively new into cycling, into bike racing, into training, trying to be able to figure it out. You start off as a Category 5, then you become a Category 4, then a 3, Category 2, a Category 1, and then Pro. So the Cat 3 is still figuring out bike racing as they're trying to be able to get points, and that's how you move up in the categories. A big race like this, a victory here, you would gain a ton of points. So a crash on the backside, split this group all up. Gentlemen, you were all going into the pit, I'm assuming. Going to the pit. You still have time. Everybody go into the pit. Everybody go into the pit. 450 doesn't seem to be listening to me. As Stephen Fick getting ready to be able to pull into the pit, you'll all be able to re-enter into the race. A massive split with the crash breaking things up. Again, they'll be able to take a free lap and then get back in. Everybody going in to be able to get a free lap. In the meantime, waiting for our lead motorcycles and car to come through. Rider, stay to the right-hand side. Your race leaders are getting ready to come around that final corner and make their way around. Here comes our lead vehicle. Once again, the Don Thornton Automotive Group, the official pace car. Heads up at the crosswalk. Leader coming through. Leader coming through. Nine to go, 9 to go, 9 to go. Riders' lap cards are up. 9 laps to go, 9 laps to go. Stay wide. You're going to have a big group coming back in. And stay wide, stay wide. A big group coming back in. Riders spread out all over the course. Crashes hampering the glue that kept them stuck together for as long as possible. The heat taking its toll, the speed taking its toll, and right now getting into the final moments of this event. Fast, aggressive racing, that's the name of the game, and that's how it's going to be all day long as we started off. 117 riders with our Category 3s, 40 minutes of racing, getting down to 8 laps to go. Our one leader trying to be able to go alone, Samuel Manzanares. Preem for the winner of the next lap. Preem for the winner of the next lap. Manzanares comes through with 8 laps to go. Preem for the winner of the lap. Winner of the lap, Preem. Preem for the winner of the lap. Preem for the winner of the lap as Philip Hackett leads them through from Phenom. 31 years old. Coming out of Texas. Man, the Texans have been dominating. I think they're used to the heat more than a lot of the other riders. Winner of the lap will pick up a merchandise Preem. So our merchandise brought to you by the Cleveland Cycling Academy, a 501c3 nonprofit competitive cycling team and youth development program based in the Great Lakes region. Getting down to the bike throw. He's trying to be able to get it, but Manzanares holds on. So the rider that's been in the breakaway, he heard the bell for the Preem. He managed to just hold on by a bike throw as Manzanares takes on. More importantly, though, the group is all back together. What kind of counterattack is going to come from the riders? Many of these guys sitting in, trying to be able to stay as fresh as possible as the speed continues to get higher and higher. They just saw 7 laps to go, so riders right now all together as they're getting ready for the next attacks to see who is going to win day number 1. These are the 2 riders that went for the Preem, and they kept going. 6 laps to go, 6 to go, 6 to go. Oh, look at this, what a move, trying to be able to bridge across. That is an aggressive move right there. So that purple jersey, that is Dorian Jones. Dorian Jones, 27-year-old out of Oklahoma, trying to be able to bridge across that gap. It's a relatively short gap, should have a good chance of being able to make it across. Our 2 leaders, Manzanares. And I don't know how he got caught up to the crash. I believe that might be William Derrick as well. So here's the big question. Can Dorian Jones make it up to our 3 leaders? Of course, that would help him out a ton. A little bit extra horsepower to hold off that charging field. We just came through. Riders saw 6 laps to go. Once they come around, they are going to be seeing 5 laps to go. $50 cash preem, $50 cash preem, winner of the lap, $50 cash preem. $50 cash preem, winner of the lap, $50 cash preem. Part of the slogan for the 2023 Tulsa Tough is Send It. My buddy across the street's got the sign, Send It. He's holding it up, and that's exactly what these guys are doing. They are trying to send it. The McNally's group, Blue Dome Criterium. When they come around, they're going to see how many? 4. So when they come around, it's going to be 4 laps to go, and that means no more free laps. Free laps are going to be over. That means you have to be able to stay upright. You need to stay on your bike, and you definitely don't want to get a flat tire because your race will be over. You're welcome to try to chase back on, but when you're going speeds at 25 miles an hour, pretty much impossible once you stop and correct whatever problem you might have to try to regain, to get in touch with the leaders. So we have a preem right now. Winner of the lap's going to pick up $50. Who's going to be $50 richer? Oh, he went for it last time and lost out. He wasn't making the same mistake twice. He takes it this time. So that's 438. That's William Derrick. So William Derrick second at last time. He picked up 0 money, but this is a better one because the last preem was actually merchandise. This one was straight up cash. And of course, 4 laps to go. No more free laps for any of the riders. Riders, you're done. No more free laps are available. You're done. An unbelievable field. Again, 117 riders. That is massive for a Category 3 race. 40 minutes of racing now coming down to the final 10 minutes. Riders, you're all done. Thanks for coming out. Hot, hot, hot. That is the theme for today, along with Send It. And that's exactly what these guys are doing as they're getting ready to be in the final 3 laps. We have seen the same 2 guys as Samuel Manzanares has dominated this race, and also Williams Derrick. Got to be able to watch out for that rider in the white jersey with the torn number. He's been in the breakaway. He's won 2 preems, and now looking to be able to set up for the finish. And instead of setting up for the finish, he's staying on the front. He's going for it once again. 3 to go, 3 laps to go. William Derrick not looking back. Coming right over his shoulder, that's Patrick Dunn. That's the Primal Audi Denver team out of Colorado, as Dunn decides to be able to take up some of the pacemaking. Riders, you're all done. High fives all around. Definitely. Awesome job out there. Great to be able to see you coming out here and racing with us. Appreciate it very much as Harrison Petra is finishing up. Hey, Tulsa, do you know how many laps to go? Well, the answer is 2. That's right. Hold up your hands. It's 2 laps to go. Look at that beautiful Audi, the Audi pace car coming from Don Thornton Automotive Group. And the group is all together. Nobody's been able to get away. Things are shaping up for a mad dash to the line. Riders, 2 to go, 2 to go. 2 laps to go, 2 laps to go. Attacking up the inside or the outside, depending on which way you're looking at it. That's Nelson Oderman. That's Vita Cycling Trek out of New Jersey. Pace is only going to continue to pick up. On that big screen, you can see it. 5 riders in the front, then a little bit of a bubble where it's kind of spreading out across the road. But in the meantime, riders trying to be able to get into position, and it's critical in Criterium racing. You can't wait until the very last lap to try to move into position, because the speed starts going from 25 miles an hour to 28 miles an hour to 30 miles an hour. You end up using all your energy during that last lap and having nothing left for the sprint. So right now, a battle for position as they get ready to come around, and it's going to be bell lap with 1 lap to go. Come on, Tulsa, let's make some noise. It's 1 lap to go. They're getting ready to send it. That's right, send it, send it. 1 to go for Tulsa Top. Wow, look at number Manzanares sitting right up there. He is not giving up on the right-hand side. Manzanares staying near the front. Manzanares in that kind of multicolored jersey. He was in the breakaway very early on. You got to be able to watch out also for William Derrick. He's in a white jersey. He has that torn number. He's shown he has some good speed, some good strength, but has he done too much? Has he done too much too early? Will he have anything left at the end of the race? There are some riders that have sat in and done absolutely nothing, just waiting for the final moments on this race. Remember, it's an 8-corner course, 1.8 kilometers around. Riders right now in the red jersey leading them out. They are going flat out, getting a little bit of a gap on everybody else, catching some riders by surprise as they're heading in. That's on the back part of the figure 8 part of the course as they're getting ready to lead into the final 2 turns. So 2 riders, unbelievable, have been able to separate themselves from everybody else. A little bit of a 1-second gap, but that's all it takes. They're getting ready to head in towards the final turn. The Audi comes around the turn. Our lead motorcycle comes around the turn. And here's our 2 riders. Can they hold them off? Here comes the sprint on the outside. It's a mad dash to the line. Who will be your Blue Dome winner? And it's going to come down to the bike throw. Mike Spikes takes it. That is going to be Nicholas Gomez coming all the way from California as Gomez, the young 19-year-old, takes the Category 3 race here at the Blue Dome. Unofficially, I think Manzanares was second place. That's the rider that was in the break for about 12 laps. He managed to be able to have the strength to be able to get up there for that second place. So unofficially first, Nicholas Gomez. Second, Samuel Manzanares. Riders, we're coming up. 4:15, we're 5 minutes out. 5 minutes until we get ready to kick off our Masters 40 Plus. We're on time and on schedule. 5:15 start. 40 minutes of racing. Riders getting ready to be able to come up on almost 2 minutes. 2 minutes until our race starts. Sitting on the front, like to be able to recognize Patrick Diver. Patrick, your 50-plus national champion. Right next to 40-plus national champion, Matt Winstead. Looking at our 40-plus friends. You go back to 2022. Michael Easter took the win here. Jeremy Schwab was second. Randy Reichert in third. If you go back to 2021, it was Chad Cagle. Phil Tinsman in second and Marco Alidia. And in 2019, I don't have 2019. I only did so much research, right? Failed again. Bart, you ready? Getting ready for a big race here. Guess what, guys? We have 115 Masters on the start line. It's a massive field. Still have about a minute and a half waiting to be able to get our final countdown. Riders, we're at 1 minute. 1 minute. So we're getting ready for race number 2, the Masters 40 Plus. It's the Blue Dome Criterium, brought to you by the McNelly's Group. Talked about 117 riders, the best of the best. You want to talk about the most experienced riders in the entire day? It's in this group, more so than even the pro men. These guys have been racing for a long time. We have national champions, previous world champions and national champions. We are getting down to 5 seconds to go. I'm going to count you down, and you're going to be going on the whistle in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We're underway. 117 of the Masters riders off and running right here on day number 1 here at the Blue Dome Criterium. Got to clip in and get going. Clip in and get going. Let him go to the pit. That I am very happy to see, that rider being able to go to the pit. Thank you. Common sense. So as a reminder, category 3s to the podium, top 3 to the podium, category 3s to the podium across the street. Once again, category 3s across the street to the podium as we are getting ready for our Masters Men to complete lap number 1. So in our category 3, the first lap was 1 minute and 50 seconds, if I remember correctly. And look at this, our Masters Men a little bit slower for the first lap. 40 minutes of racing, they're doing the same amount of time.